Hello and welcome to today's health education lesson. So first of all guys, can we all turn to wave and say a big hello to our friends on camera. Hello. And we'll begin by doing our meditation sequence. So I will sit down, take 2 fingers, find our heart center, left hand on our laps and close our eyes. When you're ready guys, you can open your eyes and come back to the room. And next we'll do our stretch sequence. So let's stand up and push in our chair. And we can begin by stretching up high to the sky. High as we can. And then let's go down low. Touch your toes. Back up high one more time. And this time, can we go tippy toe high? And while we're there, let's have a wave side to side. And then back down to touch your toes. Very good guys. And now stand up straight and have a shake. Shake it out, arms and legs. Arms and legs. And then we'll do some rotations. We'll go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Excellent, guys. Now we'll do some stretches. So let's do 5 to our right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can do 5 stretches to our left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. And to finish, we will do 5 claps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Have a seat. So in our previous health education, we learnt about the types of emotions and feelings that make us feel bad. Does anybody remember the name? Negative. Excellent, Pak Bung. In our previous lesson, we learnt about the emotions and feelings that make us feel not good, bad. And we call these types of emotions and feelings negative. Yes. So negative is N-E-G-A-T-I-V-E. So if you see the word negative, remember that generally it means bad. Just like originally we learned about positive feelings and emotions. Now positive is good. So the opposite of positive is negative. And the opposite of good is bad. So we learned about negative or bad emotions, emotions, and feelings, feelings. So altogether, guys, we've got negative or bad emotions and feelings. Now remember, our emotions and our feelings are very similar. They're our body's reaction to things that happen to us. The way we experience things or what people do to us makes us feel or have an emotion in a particular way. Now, who can remember some of the negative feelings or negative emotions that we learnt about in the previous lesson? Any remember? Again, sorry? Anger. Yes, anger was one. Anger is a very negative emotion. It makes us lose our temper and appear quite scary, like, "Arr." So anger, A-N-G-E-R. Very good, guys. Another one, yes, fear. Who likes to have fear? Who likes to be scared? Nobody. It's a negative or bad emotion. So another one we have that's bad, fear. Excellent, guys. Good start. We've got anger and fear. Envy. Yes. Now, envy is a very good word. Well remembered, Dan. Now, who can remember what envy means? What does envy mean? Anyone remember envy? Envy means that if one of my students has something like a cookie or a sweet and I wanted it, I didn't have one, but I wanted it, that would be envy. To be envy or to have the emotion envy is to want something that somebody else has got. For example, that gal has a nice pen on her desk. I don't have that pen, I want it. I have envy, okay? So envy has another word that's very similar, beginning with J. And that word was jealousy. So if you see these two words meaning emotions or feelings, they're very similar. They mean you want something that somebody else has got. Okay, any others? Greed, yes. Greed, G-R-E-E-D. Now greed is the opposite of envy or jealousy, because in greed, you're the one who has the thing. Like, I have this pen. I'm not letting any of my students have the pen. It's mine. So I have greed, or I am being greedy because I won't share. So well done, guys. So far we have anger, fear, envy, jealousy, and greed. But there are some others. Can anybody remember the one? If we have lots of homework, if we've got lots of work to do, depression, yes. Depression means to be very, very stressed. So if we've got lots of work to do, or very little time to do it, we will feel very stressed. And that emotion or feeling, depression. D-E-P-R-E-S-S-I-O-N. Okay, and there's even more negative ones. How about if sometimes we actually want to fight someone? Hostility, yes. If we get so angry or have anger to such a level that we actually want to fight with somebody, that's like hostility. To show hostility to someone means that you want to fight them. Like if I have hostility with Net, it means I might want to fight him. Very negative, very bad. So hostility, H-O-S-T-I-L-I-T-E. And then there was one more. If we want to be on our own, contempt. Yes, to show contempt is to be like, You don't want to be with somebody. You just want to be alone, or you don't want to be with that person. To show contempt is to not want to bother with them. So we've got contempt. Guys, that's brilliant. That's very well remembered. So let's speak them one more time. Anger, fear, envy, jealousy, greed, hostility, depression, contempt. Brilliant. Very well remembered. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to play an acting game. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to do one of the emotions or feelings. And I want you to try to guess which negative emotion, which negative feeling am I displaying. Okay, ready? Fear, yes. Not greed. Greed is when we don't want to share. Fear is when we're scared. And sometimes the opposite of fear can be anger. Yes, anger. Oh, yes. You see, it's like I want to get Lacau's pen. So it can be envy or jealousy. And if we have greed, don't want to share. Say if I have a pen and I don't want to share it, that's greed. Oh, depression. Yes, very stressed. It can be over anything like work or other matters. But if we're stressed to such a level, we can have depression. Contempt. Yes, want to be alone. Don't want to be with anyone, so you show contempt. And then finally, hostility. It's even worse than anger. Anger is to be lose your temper. But hostility is to actually want to fight with somebody. And it could be the most negative of all emotions. Guys, that was brilliant. Very well remembered. And that leads us on to today's lesson. Because what we're going to do, we're going to stay with negative or bad emotions and feelings. But we never want to feel this way. I never want my students to experience these types of feelings and emotions. So what we're going to learn about today is some of the things we can do to help ourselves to not feel this way. So what we're going to be doing is managing. Okay, guys, managing negative or bad emotions and feelings. And what we mean by the word managing is that if we begin to feel like this a little bit, there's some things we can do to make ourselves feel better. Things that we like to do, people we can talk to, or even activities to help us relax. And these are the things that will help us managing negative emotions and feelings. So what we've got now is a PowerPoint presentation for our students to observe, listen to, and also practice speaking about the different ways of managing negative emotions and feelings. So let's turn to look at the TV screen, please, guys. So let's take a look at our PowerPoint presentation, managing negative emotions and feelings. Yes. Now let's take a look at the picture. You see all the children in the picture. Are they happy or sad? Happy, yes. So are they experiencing positive or negative emotions and feelings? Positive. This is because they're learning how to manage their negative emotions and feelings. If they start to feel anger, if they start to feel fear or depression, there's things we can do to help ourselves feel better. And that way we can be happy all the time. Because I never want you guys to feel depressed or angry or scared. So let's take a look. The best way To manage negative emotions and feelings is to understand why we are having them. Yes, the first step to managing negative emotions and negative feelings, understand. If we're feeling bad, ask ourselves why. Why are we feeling bad? What's making us feel bad? And that way we can begin to make ourselves feel better. So step number 1, understand. This will help us to prevent those negative emotions and feelings coming back. So let's choose an emotion or feeling. Okay, fear. Who can tell me something that makes them fear? A ghost. Okay, so the best thing to do is not to go and see any ghosts. If we're scared of ghosts, we understand why we're scared. So we won't go to any haunted castles. Teacher is scared of spiders. I have a fear of spiders. So I make sure I don't go anywhere where there's lots of spiders. That's what we mean by understanding the negative emotion and feeling and then avoiding it to help us feel better. We should not think about problems we might have at school or home all of the time. Yes, don't think about negative things all the time. If you have lots of homework or if you have a problem at home, try to forget about them for a while. Because if we think about something negative all the time, it will make us depressed. And that's not good. So we must always have things to take our minds off others. Like in the picture here, what can you see? A student, and it looks like he's got lots of work because he's trying very hard. But what he needs to do in the future is go and relax, go and play a game, or go and talk with his family. Take his mind off the work so that he doesn't feel negative all the time. We must always try to make time to do the things that we enjoy. Yes, always have time to do things you like and things you enjoy, such as playing with friends. Who likes playing with friends? Everybody. How often do you play with friends? Every day? Good. Yes, every day we should have time for things that we enjoy. Because when you come to school, you have to study lots. So you need time between your study lessons for things that you enjoy. That's why after this lesson, we go to eat lunch, and then you have time to play with friends before your next lesson. Because if it was just study all the time, you'd feel negative. You'd have depression. By having a balanced life, we will always have things to look forward to. Yes, and what it means by balanced is sometimes work, sometimes play. Not all work and not all play. We have to have the balance. If the balance is right between working or studying and playing, we'll feel good. But if it's all work or study and no play, we'll feel bad. So the balance has to be right. Such as in this picture. What can you see in the picture? A giraffe. So where do you think the students are? At the zoo. Like we'll be going later this term. One day later, we'll be going to Chiang Mai Zoo. And that will be a good activity for us all to look forward to. You guys, on that day, won't have to study. You get to meet the giraffes. And that's what we mean about having the right balance. Have time to work, but have time to enjoy things too. This will lead to a positive outlook on our lives and no negative emotions and feelings. Basically, it means you'll feel good, not bad. Like the students in the picture here. How do you think the students are feeling? Happy. You can see they've got positive emotions. They're smiling. They're laughing. That's how you should be. That's feeling good. And that's how I want you to be all the time. So we have to manage our negative emotions and feelings so that you can be like this every day. Exercise and listening to soothing music are also good ways to calm our mind and body. Yes. Who here likes exercise? Who likes to listen to music? Okay. These are ways to help us relax. If we're feeling stressed, it's good to take time out and just relax, listen to music. I like to exercise every day. When I get home from school, I exercise by riding my bike. That helps me to feel better and relax. Then after my exercise, I feel good. It is always better to share any problems we have by talking with family or close friends. Important, guys. All you people, you have family and friends that love you. So if you have a problem, you should always feel it's okay to share your problem with your family or your close friends or even your teacher. If you have a problem at school that's making you feel negative, share it with your teacher. And that way you can both help each other to begin to feel better. By talking, it helps us to relieve the problems. This brings our emotions and feelings back in balance and allows us to handle them better. So you see, it's important to manage our negative emotions and feelings so that we can feel good all the time. Any questions, guys? Okay, that was brilliant. Well done. Welcome back to class. We hope your students enjoyed the PowerPoint presentation to learn about managing negative emotions and feelings. And this is a very important topic to help us feel better and hopefully positive all of the time. And next we've got a board exercise coming up for our students to think of ways that we can resolve and manage particular feelings. But first of all, guys, time for our stretch sequence. So let's stand up and push in our chairs. And for this sequence, we'll have a game of Teacher Says. So if Teacher says, we can do. If Teacher doesn't say, don't do. So, hands in the air. Teacher says, hands down. Teacher says, hands in the air. Teacher says, side to side. Teacher says, forwards and backwards. And stop. Teacher says, stop. Teacher says, turn around. Teacher says, let's turn the other way. And back the other way. Very good, guys. Now, teacher says, jogging on the spot. Teacher says, clapping. Teacher says, hands on head. Teacher says, hands on hips. Teacher says, arms in the air. And stop. Teacher says stop. Teacher says arms by your side. Into a ball. Teacher says into a ball. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Teacher says jump. Excellent, guys. And teacher says, please sit down. What we're going to do now is we're going to do a board exercise for our students to try and think of ways that we can manage our negative emotions and feelings. So what we're going to do first is we're going to write some of these negative emotions and feelings on the board. And then I'm going to ask my students questions about how they can manage these feelings better. So who's got some negative emotions or feelings for me, guys? How do you feel sometimes that makes you feel bad? Sad. Sad, yes. Sad is probably the main one. If we're feeling sad, is that good? No, it's bad. So we'll have sad, S-A-D. Any others, guys? We've got scared, okay, yeah, there's two good ones. I've heard sad, scared, worried is another one we can use. I-E-D. Anything else? Angry, yes, angry, or hostility, anger or hostility. So angry we'll have. And then one more. How about if we've got lots of work? Depressed or depression, yes. Depressed. D-E-P-R-E-S-S-E-D. Okay, so there we've got 5 different feelings and emotions. Sad, scared, worried, angry, depressed. Now, because this is an important topic, what we're going to do now is encourage our students to think. I'm going to ask my students, if you're feeling sad, what can you do to manage this emotion? What can you do to make you feel better? Like, for example, if I'm feeling sad, I like sometimes to watch a movie. Maybe a funny movie, a comedy. If I'm feeling sad, if I'm missing my home in England, sometimes I like to watch a movie. And something like that can take my mind off the emotion and help me to feel better. But how about you guys? Excellent. 2 brilliant answers there. So, Prau, if you're feeling sad, you can play with friends. Perfect. That's exactly the thing we should do. Because playing with friends will help us to feel better. Play with friends. And then another good answer from Dan, exercise. Exercise is very important. Do you know when we exercise, inside our brain, it releases things called endorphins. Now, endorphins actually improve our feelings. The very fact we exercise will make us feel better afterwards. So exercise. Listening to music. Okay, so sad is a good one. Now, listening to music, we can use again. Where else could we use listening to music? Yes, that's what I think. If we were depressed, if we had lots of work and not much time to do it, we can't do the work all the time. We need to have time to relax. And a good way to relax, Pak Bung, listen to music. Now, if you guys are at school, okay, you're at school and you have lots of homework, but you don't have enough time to do the homework, who should you talk with? Teacher. At school, talk with teacher. Explain to teacher, we've got all this homework to do, but not enough time. And if you talk with your teacher about the problem, you can manage it. You can feel better. Feeling depressed at school, talk with teacher. You can talk with teacher about anything. Excellent, guys. Now, how about scared? Scared's a bad emotion. If I see a spider, I know what I do. I run away. So we can even just have something like, if we're scared of something, run away. But what can you do? What are the things you're scared of? Ghosts. Okay, so Prel, if you're scared of a ghost, what will you do? You see, this is good to get our students to think. What will you do to take your minds off the ghost? How about read a book? If we use something else to take our minds off the ghost, if we're scared about something, we can read a book to help us think about something else. And then we won't be scared anymore. How about the boys? Any ideas from the boys? Pat, what's you? If you're scared, how will you make yourself feel better? Any ideas? If you're scared, how can you make yourself feel better? Who can you talk with at home? Not at school. If we're at school, we talk with teacher. But if we're at home, talk with family. Mom, dad, family, yes. Talk with family. And tell our family why we're scared, and they can help us to resolve the problem. Okay, angry. If you're feeling angry, what can you do to make you feel better? Sleep is a good one, yes. Backbone, that's excellent. If we're angry, sometimes it's good just to go for a lie down, have a sleep. That's an excellent answer. Or you can have some other answers from somewhere else. Like when I was feeling angry, when I was your age, I like to play with friends. Play with friends can help us feel better for everything. Play with friends. And now we've got one more emotion, worried. Listen to music. Well done, Pang Pon. Yes, if we're worried about something, like if we have an exam coming up, a big test, and we're worried, we don't want to think about it all the time. We need things to take our minds off it. And an excellent way, Pang Pon's just said, listen to music. Or how about not listening, guys? How about if we watch a movie, or do you watch something else? A series, cartoon? Excellent. Watch a cartoon. Watch a cartoon. And one of the main things that I do, if I'm feeling worried, I always like to read a book. I find by reading a book, it makes me think of something else. The story in the book takes my mind off the reason why I'm worried. So read a book is also very good. And guys, we've got some brilliant answers here in preparation for the worksheet activity. So let's practice them together one more time. Sad. Watch a movie. Play with friends. Exercise. Scared. Run away. Read a book. Talk with family. Worried. Listen to music. Watch a cartoon. Or read a book. And if we're angry, sleep. Excellent. Play with friends. Or you might want to do other things. You might like to talk with family then too. Depressed. Listen to music. Talk with teacher. If you've got lots of work at school. Guys, we've got some brilliant answers there, so very well done. And now it's time for our worksheet part of the lesson. And what we're doing today is we're encouraging our students to think about their own situation and how they can manage their negative emotions and feelings. So today's worksheet is about the 5 negative feelings we've done on the board exercise. Scared, worried, sad, depressed, and angry. And what we're asking our students to do is think of 2 ways for each emotion that they can help manage and feel better. So each sentence begins with, when I feel scared, I can. So the first one, feeling scared, guys, think of 2 ways that you can help yourself feel better. Our students can use the vocabulary on the boards exercise, or they might have their own reasons. So if you need any help with spelling or writing, let me know, and I can write more on the board for you. So give our students around 12 minutes for this activity and just monitor the class, help them with anything they need. But first of all, names on top. So Ned, this one's for you. You're welcome, Pak Bong. Pat, for you. You're welcome. Nadia, there's yours. You're welcome. Chu, for you. You're welcome. Down, here's yours. You're welcome. Prel, for you. You're welcome. Bangpon, for you. You're welcome. And Lakgao. So names on top first, guys. And then the first negative emotion is scared. So we've got some great answers here for scared, but you might have your own. Or you might have answers in other categories. You can do your own. Like for scared, you might like to sleep. That's okay. But it's up to you. You can read a book, play a game, watch a movie. It's up to you. What do you like to do when you're feeling scared to manage your emotions and feelings better? So think of 2 reasons for each category. Perfect. So when I feel scared, I can play a game, and one more. So if you're scared, play a game is excellent, and then listen to music. Perfect. Excellent. So 2 reasons for each question, guys. So Nadia, when you feel scared, I can run away. Like teacher, I can run away. Run away. Da, 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 da. When we're scared. And what else is one more thing you can do? Run away. Watch a cartoon. Or TV. Nadia, if you want to just watch TV, watch TV. TV, short for television. So Chu, when you feel scared, what can you do? Watch TV, okay, excellent. So when I feel worried, I can watch TV. And how about exercise? Sometimes if I'm worried, I like to ride my bicycle. Exercise makes me feel better. Play football, play a game. Okay, jogging. Eating, yes, that's a good one too. Sometimes eating. How about, sad. Eat. And what do you like to eat? KFC, okay. Eat KFC. Sometimes eating nice food helps us to feel better. Good answer, Bangpon, well done. And it doesn't have to be KFC. If there's any other types of food you like, let me know. Play with pets, excellent, Pak Bung. So we have play with friends, and then we can just say play with pets, like cats or dogs or chickens, whatever pets we have. Well done, Chu. Excellent, Net. So when I feel scared, listen to music. Yes, good answer. Listening to music, especially soothing, calm music, can help us feel better. Well done, Pat. Read a book, yes. Just make sure it's not a scary book, like a ghost story, Because if we're scared already, welcome back to class. We hope your students enjoyed the worksheet exercise today when they had to think of good ways of managing their negative emotions and feelings. And this is a good exercise for them to think about their own situations, because it's very important if our students are feeling worried, sad, or angry, they need to know how to help make themselves feel better. And guys, that was brilliant. Everyone did a great job, so well done. And that's all we've got time for today. So we hope you've enjoyed the lesson and found it interesting too. And the next time you're feeling negative, you know more about how to manage it and help yourself feel better. So that's all for today, and we'll see you again soon for the next lesson. Can we turn to wave and say goodbye, guys? Goodbye. See you again soon.